As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Hey race fans, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. I have some exciting news. Mel Hamilton Ford Racing has started a rewards program just for you. For every dollar that you spend with MH Ford Racing, 5% will go back on your rewards card. It even applies to the wraps that you buy at BCC. All you have to do is purchase race gear, race fuel, tear-offs, wraps, etc., and you'll receive 5% on every sale. Reward dollars can be redeemed at all 3 of our locations: Mel Hamilton Ford, Mel Hamilton Quick Lane, and Big Corner Creative. It's that easy. Buy all your racing needs from us and get 5%. Sign up for reward cards today, in person, or give us a call. Mel Hamilton Ford. Experience the difference.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Since 1997, Weir's Machine has been innovating the finest products in the racing industry. We also manufacture the Ultra Force load machines and develop the Ultra Force suspension software, which allow you to take your program to the next level. Proudly made in the USA, champions across the country choose Weir's Machine and Ultra Force to take them to victory lane. Shop now at weirsmachine.com and ultraforcetech.com.
Really appreciate Greg. He's no friend of mine. Makes this old man see good. Get any glasses, cool Oakley stuff like I wear. See that there's opticians.
Greg's been a long-time supporter for me for lots of years now, and he not only helps me, but he helps a lot of the racers and everything. So if you're looking for sunglasses, definitely should give him a call. He's very supportive of racing, and that's always good to have somebody that gives back to the sport like he does.
Hi, I'm Chris Davis. My wife Jan and I are co-owners of Midwest Sheet Metal here in Springfield, Missouri. We acquired the company from my father-in-law about 25 years ago. We're a 75-year-old company. We do just custom fabrication of stainless, aluminum, and carbon steel. And we do quite a bit with national and local racers across the country. The unique thing about us is somebody comes to us with an idea that if they want fabricated, we can make this happen. We can fabricate anything, any one-off thing that you might want. I've gained the trust with the racers over the years that they know that I will fabricate it for them and nobody knows about it. Most all the products that we advertise, we keep in stock. I mean, I'm tired of this, we can order it for you. The main stuff that we advertise is in stock, ready to ship. We can usually ship anything in 1 to 2 days. That's a big deal with the racers, that we have it in stock, ready to ship.
Race fans, get ready to experience the action like never before with the free My Race Pass app. On race day, hit the Entries tab to see who's signed in for the night in every class. As the cars hit the track, hit the Lineups tab to see where everyone is starting. Follow along with the action live with live timing and scoring, and even follow your driver wherever he's running. Get into the action like never before with the My Race Pass app. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
The USMTS Souvenir Trailer is your one-stop shop for all your USMTS souvenir needs. From jackets to hoodies to t-shirts to can koozies and so much more, the USMTS Souvenir Trailer has it all. The USMTS Souvenir Trailer can be found online at shopusmts.com. See a wide variety of merchandise and accessories to help you get prepared for race day. Ordering is very simple and will even ship right to your doorstep. Visit the USMTS Souvenir Trailer today and get ready for when the best of the USMTS visits your local racetrack.
Zach Vanderbeek here, Dirt Modified Racer. Been using FK rod ends for about 10 years now. Maria and their crew have provided exceptional products for me racing competitively on the USMTS Tour.
Race fans, the Z-Man does it. Zach Vanderbeek wins in 33Z.
I choose to put the best parts on my race car, and obviously I choose to put FK rod ends on there. We've had 0 part failures. The durability and the product, you can tell, is second to none. FK rod ends provide strong and durable parts for us so we can stay on the racetrack in some of the worst conditions and keeps us finishing races. I highly recommend their product. If you're looking for a really high quality rod end, go check those guys out, see what they got. They've got multiple options, and their product is awesome.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Hey race fans, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. I have some exciting news. Mel Hamilton Ford Racing has started a rewards program just for you. For every dollar that you spend with MH Ford Racing, 5% will go back on your rewards card. It even applies to the wraps that you buy at BCC. All you have to do is purchase race gear, race fuel, tear-offs, wraps, etc., and you'll receive 5% on every sale. Reward dollars can be redeemed at all 3 of our locations: Mel Hamilton Ford, Mel Hamilton Quick Lane, and Big Corner Creative. It's that easy. Buy all your racing needs from us and get 5%. Sign up for reward cards today in person or give us a call. Mel Hamilton Ford. Experience the difference.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Since 1997, Weir's Machine has been innovating the finest products in the racing industry. We also manufacture the Ultra Force load machines and develop the Ultra Force suspension software, which allow you to take your program to the next level. Proudly made in the USA, champions across the country choose Weir's Machine and Ultra Force to take them to victory lane. Shop now at Weir'sMachine.com and UltraForceTech.com.
Really appreciate Greg. He's no friend of mine. Makes this old man see good. You need any glasses, cool Oakley stuff like I wear? See Deathers Opticians.
Greg's been a long-time supporter for me for lots of years now, and he not only helps me, but he helps a lot of the racers and everything. So if you're looking for sunglasses, definitely should give him a call. He's very supportive of racing, and that's always good to have somebody that gives back to the sport like he does.
Hi, I'm Chris Davis. My wife Jan and I are co-owners of Midwest Sheet Metal here in Springfield, Missouri. We acquired the company from my father-in-law about 25 years ago. We're a 75-year-old company. We do just custom fabrication of stainless, aluminum, and carbon steel. And we do quite a bit with the national and local racers across the country. The unique thing about us is somebody comes to us with an idea that if they want fabricated, we can make this happen. We can fabricate anything, any one-off thing that you might want. I've gained the trust with the racers over the years that they know that I will fabricate it for them and nobody knows about it. Most all the products that we advertise, we keep in stock. I mean, I'm tired of this, we can order it for you. The main stuff that we advertise is in stock, ready to ship. We can usually ship anything in 1 to 2 days. That's a big deal with the racers, but we have it in stock, ready to ship.
Race fans, get ready to experience the action like never before with the free My Race Pass app. On race day, hit the Entries tab to see who's signed in for the night in every class. As the cars hit the track, hit the Lineups tab to see where everyone is starting. Follow along with the action live with live timing and scoring, and even follow your driver wherever he's running. Get into the action like never before with the My Race Pass app. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
The USMTS Souvenir Trailer is your one-stop shop for all your USMTS souvenir needs. From jackets to hoodies to t-shirts to can koozies and so much more, the USMTS Souvenir Trailer has it all. The USMTS Souvenir Trailer can be found online at shopusmts.com. See a wide variety of merchandise and accessories to help you get prepared for race day. Ordering is very simple and will even ship right to your doorstep. Visit the USMTS Souvenir Trailer today and get ready for when the best of the USMTS visits your local racetrack.
Zach Vanderbeek here, dirt modified racer. Been using FK rod ends for about 10 years now. Maria and their crew have provided exceptional products for me. racing competitively on the USMTS Tour.
Race man, the Z-Man does it. Zach Vanderbeek wins in 33Z.
I choose to put the best parts on my race car, and obviously I choose to put FK rod ends on there. We've had 0 part failures. The durability and the product, you can tell, is second to none. FK rod ends provide strong and durable parts for us so we can stay on the racetrack in some of the worst conditions and keeps us finishing races. I highly recommend their product. If you're looking for a really high quality rod end, go check those guys out, see what they got. They've got multiple options, and their product is awesome.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Hey race fans, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. I have some exciting news. Mel Hamilton Ford Racing has started a rewards program just for you. For every dollar that you spend with MH Ford Racing, 5% will go back on your rewards card. It even applies to the wraps that you buy at BCC. All you have to do is purchase race gear, race fuel, tear-offs, wraps, etc., and you'll receive 5% on every sale. Reward dollars can be redeemed at all 3 of our locations: Mel Hamilton Ford, Mel Hamilton Quick Lane, and Big Corner Creative. It's that easy. Buy all your racing needs from us and get 5%. Sign up for reward cards today in person or give us a call. Mel Hamilton Ford. Experience the difference.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Since 1997, Weir's Machine has been innovating the finest products in the racing industry. We also manufacture the Ultra Force load machines and develop the Ultra Force suspension software, which allow you to take your program to the next level. Proudly made in the USA, champions across the country choose Weir's Machine and Ultra Force to take them to victory lane. Shop now at Weir'sMachine.com and UltraForceTech.com.
Really appreciate Greg. He's no friend of mine. Makes this old man see good. If you need any glasses, cool Oakley stuff like I wear, see Deather's Opticians.
Greg's been a long-time supporter for me for lots of years now, and he not only helps me, but he helps a lot of the racers and everything. So if you're looking for sunglasses, definitely should give him a call. He's very supportive of racing, and that's always good to have somebody that gives back to the sport like he does.
Hi, I'm Chris Davis. My wife Jan and I are co-owners of Midwest Sheet Metal here in Springfield, Missouri. We acquired the company from my father-in-law about 25 years ago. We're a 75-year-old company. We do just custom fabrication of stainless, aluminum, and carbon steel. And we do quite a bit with national and local racers across the country. The unique thing about us is somebody comes to us with an idea that if they want fabricated, we can make this happen. We can fabricate anything, any one-off thing that you might want. I've gained the trust with the racers over the years that they know that I will fabricate it for them and nobody knows about it. Most all the products that we advertise, we keep in stock. I mean, I'm tired of this. We can order it for you. The main stuff that we advertise is in stock, ready to ship. We can usually ship anything in 1 to 2 days. That's a big deal with the racers, that we have it in stock, ready to ship.
Race fans, get ready to experience the action like never before with the free My Race Pass app. On race day, hit the Entries tab to see who's signed in for the night in every class. As the cars hit the track, hit the Lineups tab to see where everyone is starting. Follow along with the action live with live timing and scoring, and even follow your driver wherever he's running. Get into the action like never before with the My Race Pass app. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
The USMTS Souvenir Trailer is your one-stop shop for all your USMTS souvenir needs. From jackets to hoodies to t-shirts to can koozies and so much more, the USMTS Souvenir Trailer has it all. The USMTS Souvenir Trailer can be found online at shopusmts.com. See a wide variety of merchandise and accessories to help you get prepared for race day. Ordering is very simple and will even ship right to your doorstep. Visit the USMTS Souvenir Trailer today and get ready for when the best of the USMTS visits your local racetrack.
Zach Vanderbeek here, dirt modified racer. Been using FK rod ends for about 10 years now. Maria and their crew have provided exceptional products for me racing competitively on the USMTS Tour.
Race fans, the Z-Man does it. Zach Vanderbeek wins in 33Z.
I choose to put the best parts on my race car, and obviously I choose to put FK rod ends on there. We've had 0 part failures. The durability and the product, you can tell, is second to none. FK rod ends provide strong and durable parts for us so we can stay on the racetrack in some of the worst conditions and keeps us finishing races. I highly recommend their product. If you're looking for a really high quality rod end, go check those guys out, see what they got. They've got multiple options, and their product is awesome.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Hey race fans, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. I have some exciting news. Mel Hamilton Ford Racing has started a rewards program just for you. For every dollar that you spend with MH Ford Racing, 5% will go back on your rewards card. It even applies to the wraps that you buy at BCC. All you have to do is purchase race gear, race fuel, tear-offs, wraps, etc., and you'll receive 5% on every sale. Reward dollars can be redeemed at all 3 of our locations: Mel Hamilton Ford, Mel Hamilton Quick Lane, and Big Corner Creative. It's that easy. Buy all your racing needs from us and get 5%. Sign up for reward cards today in person or give us a call. Mel Hamilton Ford. Experience the difference.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Since 1997, Weir's Machine has been innovating the finest products in the racing industry. We also manufacture the Ultra Force load machines and develop the Ultra Force suspension software, which allow you to take your program to the next level. Proudly made in the USA, champions across the country choose Weir's Machine and Ultra Force to take them to victory lane. Shop now at Weir'sMachine.com and UltraForceTech.com.
Really appreciate Greg. He's no friend of mine. Makes this old man see good. You need any glasses, cool Oakley stuff like I wear? See Deadler's Opticians.
Greg's been a long-time supporter for me for lots of years now, and he not only helps me, but he helps a lot of the racers and everything. So if you're looking for sunglasses, definitely should give him a call. He's very supportive of racing, and that's always good to have somebody that gives back to the sport like he does.
Good evening and welcome, race fans, to Creek County Speedway tonight. Boy, what a treat we have tonight for the race fans. The USRA American Racer Modifieds are here tonight for the 4th annual Funkadelic Dirt Track and Honky Tonk Extravaganza presented by Day Motorsports. Got 34 Modifieds in the house tonight. Joining the Modifieds will be our factory stocks, mini stocks, and the now 600 Sooner State Dwarf cars. Want to remind everybody, next Friday night, that's right, July 29th, be here for the Don Swope Classic. The Lucas Oil ASCS National Sprint cars will return to the Speedway. Also joining us next Friday night will be the Sooner late models, factory stocks, and the Dwarf cars. So make your plans to attend this special event. All right, before we get started for the program tonight, if we get everybody that's able to rise, please rise, remove all headwear for playing America's #1 song, the national anthem. We want to thank the one and only Mr. Jackson from Racing Dirt out here filming tonight. And we want to welcome all the Racing Dirt viewers at home watching us tonight here at Creek County Speedway. Joining me, Mike Ward, along with my co-announcer, Pat Blakey. Pat, what we got next here?
Coming up, we've got the first of 3 factory stock heat races, 8 laps in duration. Your lineup for heat race #1. On the front row inside in the 5H from Choctaw is Michael Harris. Outside the 57J from Meeker, Dustin Johnson. Second row inside, driving the #1, the one and only Jimmy Owen, our current point leader. Outside of Jimmy in the number 18 from Okema is Scott Wilson. On the third row inside, the 33 is Jeff Garrettson. Outside of the 75 in, Mark Norwood from McLeod. And on the fourth row, driving the number 5 from South Coffeyville is Matt Collins. Lineup looks good. Caution light is off. Green flag waves. We're racing on a Saturday night. Creek County Speedway. And we didn't really have them lined up correctly, so we're going to restart again. We like to have them side by side and nose to tail as they come off the white chalk line there in turn 4. Michael Harris, Dustin Johnson on the front row. And here they come again. Green flag waves. Dustin Johnson moves the 57J out front. And on the move, the number 18, Scott Wilson. Scott Wilson on the inside. Dustin Johnson on the high side. And here comes the 75N of Mark Norwood. As well as the 5 of Matt Collins. Scott Wilson moves the 18 out front. We got basically 3 abreast there battling for second spot. Five running the low side. Matt Collins. And Jeff Garrison with some issues in the 33, but he's back on the track. We're still green. Scott Wilson stretched his lead just a bit, but that 5 machine, Matt Collins, and 75N of Mark Norwood battling for second spot. Jimmy Owen has now moved the number 1 machine into 4th position. Scott Wilson still your leader. We got 2 laps to go. Matt Collins closing in on the 18 machine. Scott Wilson taking the white flag. 1 lap to go. Now Matt Collins looks to the high side in the 5 machine. And he's moved around the 18 to take the lead on the last lap. Coming off of turn 4, the checker's going to fly for the number 5, Matt Collins, followed by the 18 of Scott Wilson and the 75N of Mark Norwood. All right, rolling out now is our second heat race. Looks like a little problem with the 5H there and front body work at least. Your lineup for heat race number 2. Front row inside from Skytook in the 92 is Keith Davis. Outside the number 3 from Drumright, Brandon James. Second row inside in the 55P from Manford, Tracy Pierce. One-time A-feature winner, currently 3rd place in points. Outside in the 77W from Okema is Chris Wilson. Third row inside the number 55, Blake Green. And from Mounds. Outside in the 46 from Tulsa is Chris Yandel. Green flag waves. Brandon James moves the 3 car in the lead, but '77W Chris Wilson in second spot. He's running the high groove. Meanwhile, Blake Green takes the 55 machine to the inside. And Scott Chris Wilson is your leader. Whoops, we got the 3 of Brandon James dropping off and rejoining, but losing a lot of time. So it's Chris Wilson out in front now, followed by the 46 of Chris Yandel. And in third spot, Blake Green in the 55 machine. And fourth spot, the 55P of Tracy Pierce. The halfway point, it's the 77W, Chris Wilson. Oh, Tracy Pierce spins the 55P down there between 3 and 4. And he's back on the track, and we're still green. Chris Wilson, still your leader, followed by Chris Yandel and Blake Green. White flag waves, 1 lap to go for Chris Wilson. Oh, we got Brandon James. They're in the middle of turn 4, bringing out the caution. Little problem with the 3 machine handling wise. Brandon James, one-time A feature winner this season. Got single file restart coming up here. Chris Wilson, Chris Yandel, Blake Green, Tracy Pierce Jr., Keith Davis, and Brandon James. One lap remaining. Lineup is good. And Chris Wilson leads them around. White flag waves. We're racing. 1 lap to go. Chris Wilson, Chris Yandel, Blake Green. Chris Wilson drifts up high off of 4, checker flag. It'll be Chris Wilson, Chris Yandel, and Blake Green. Your top 3. Nice close finish there, but your winner is the 77W of Chris Wilson. All right, our third and final factory stock heat race. Your lineup on the front row inside the H1, Steve Hewitt Sr. from Manford. Outside in the number 41 from Waletka, Sean Brown-Lee. Second row inside, driving the number 24 from South Coffeyville is Aaron Kuhn. Outside from Sand Springs in the 11 machine, Robert Scott. Third row inside, the 2BB. Last week's A feature winner, he's a 2-time feature winner from Bartlesville, Dustin Dixon. And outside in the number 22 machine from Broken Arrow is Jeffrey Corral. The lineup looks good. The caution light has been turned off. and the green flag waves. 24 of Aaron Kuhn looking to the inside. Meanwhile, Robert Scott in the 11 machine. He's going to... Whoop, we got the caution out. Oh, it looks like we have some debris there that came off of a race car there as track personnel carrying some sheet metal there out of turn 2 off the number 11 machine of Robert Scott. Unfortunately, Robert will move to the back row. We'll bring the caution out. We got them all lined up. Hewitt and Brownlee on the front row. Green flag waves. Bottom side, Sean Brownlee on the high side. Got Aaron Kuhn right there, as well as the 2BB of Dustin Dixon and the 11 of Robert Scott. Sean Brownlee, and here comes the 2BB, picking up where he left off last week. Dustin Dixon is now your leader, followed by Sean Brownlee, Steve Hewitt. Aaron Kuhn in the 24 machine working the low groove. The halfway point, 4 down, 4 to go. Dustin Dixon stretching his lead out. We got a 4-car battle for second place. Currently it's Sean Brownlee, Aaron Kuhn, Steve Hewitt, and Robert Scott. Slight edge over Aaron Kuhn. Kuhn dropping to the bottom. Brownlee a little too high, and now he slips back to third spot. Robert Scott currently in fourth, looking to get underneath Brownlee. White flag waves for Dustin Dixon, Aaron Kuhn, Robert Scott, Sean Brownlee. Down the front straightaway, taking the checkered flag, picking up the win, the 2BB, Dustin Dixon. Running second, the 24, Aaron Kuhn. Third spot, the 11 is Robert Scott. And fourth, Sean Brownlee.
Up next will be our mini stock heat race number 1 of 2 tonight On the front row will be the Sapulpa, Oklahoma driver Erica Banks in car number 21, alongside Lexi Stowe out of Bristow in car number 16. In the third starting spot, the 99 of Amy Shepard out of Catoosa, alongside the 88 Kevin McSpirit Jr. And on the third and final row, the 2, Lane Traster. Lane, 3-time main event winner here at the Speedway during the 2022 season, currently second in the point standings. Caution light's been turned off. 8 laps the distance here in our mini stocks. Green flag waves. Erica Banks throws it into turn 1 in car number 21. Erica Banks currently 7th in the point standings here. But here comes the 88 Kevin McSpirit Jr. Kevin only third time out this season in the 2022 season. On the outside there, rips it around the top, but we got problems with the 99 of Amy Shepard trying to get off the track. Not quite off the track enough, so the yellow comes out for the 99 of Amy Shepard. Amy making her second appearance here during the 2022 season here at the Speedway. Single file restart here. No passing prior to the cone on the front straightaway. Erica Banks going to be leading them off. Turn 4, here we go. Now Kevin McSpirit Jr. in the 88 looking to the inside of Banks off turn 2 down the back straightaway, and here comes the 2 of Lane Traster. Lane falling right behind Kevin McSpirit Jr. in the 88. And Lexi Stowe in the 16 now gets underneath the 21 of Erica Banks. Down to 4 cars here out of our original starting 5. Kevin McSpirit Jr., the Tulsa, Oklahoma driver, looking good here in heat race number 1 of our mini stocks. Got out to a lead here, and Lane Traster followed suit, but Lane not being able to close that gap in. Lexi Stowe down in turn 4, gets her sideways, still under green, trying to get that turned around, and couldn't quite do it. The 16 of Lexi Stowe now bringing out the yellow. 3 laps remaining here. Kevin McSpirit Jr. are going to set the pace here. Lane Traster in car 2, Erica Banks 21, and Lexi Stowe in the 16. And once again, our restart. Two to go. Heat race number 1 of our mini stocks. Lane Traster in car number 2 just not being able to do anything here as the white flag is displayed here. Lexi Stowe now into the infield and back on the track. Trying to take the scenic route, I guess. Out of turn 4. Coming to the checker, going to the 88, Kevin McSpirit Jr., followed by Lane Traster. Race for 3rd as they come off turn 4. Oh, is that going to be a close one? Too close for me to call. But picking up your heat race win, mini stock heat race number 1, give him a round of applause, Kevin McSpirit Jr. A lineup for heat race number 2 on the front row. The 4B junior out of Tulsa, last year's track champion in this division. That is Justin Melton. Alongside your current point leader with 3 main event wins to his credit so far this season, the OX, that is Michael Longacre. In the 3rd starting spot, 2 main event wins, currently 3rd in the point standings, the 26 of Adrian Hickman. Outside of Adrian, out of Bixby, Oklahoma, this driver's got 3 main event wins to his credit also. That is the 14 of Johnny Stowe. And on the back, the 21 R. Eric Scott. One of our better starts here so far tonight in our 2nd heat race of the mini stocks. The OX, Michael Longacre, looks like starting to smoke and slow down in the OX. Right at the drop of the green flag, way off the pace there. Up front is Johnny Stowe in the 14 on the bottom side with Justin Melton in the 4B junior. Longacre in the OX limping back into the pit area. Going into tonight was our point leader, is our point leader. Having tough break there in heat race number 2. Right now, Johnny Stowe in command. Oh, Adrian Hickman. Adrian Hickman having problems with his car the last few weeks. Driver the 26. Looks like got some flames coming out of it a couple weeks ago. His car caught on fire once again, having issues on the 26. Keep your eyes, see the flashing underneath the motor of the 26. No problems for the 14 of Johnny Stowe. Not at this point. Melton in the 4B junior. Last year's track champion in this division, holding on to that 2nd spot with Eric Scott in the 21R, rounding out your top 3. White flag being displayed this time around for the 14 of Stowe. And 1 turn to go for the 14, getting a little high. Whoa, almost into the wall, taking the checkered flag. Johnny Stowe followed by the 4B junior, Justin Melton. Eric Scott in the 21R, and Adrian Hickman rounding out your field there. But the win, give it up for the Bixby, Oklahoma driver, the number 14. That is Johnny Stowe. Next race up, boy, we got a full field. 34 USRA modifieds in the house tonight. A lineup for heat race number 1, the Star One Roofing heat race number 1. Top 12 out of the heats transfer to the A feature. All heat races are 8 laps. On the front row, out of McAllen, Texas, will be the 34, the driver of Michael Walker. Outside of him, the Sapulpa local driver, the 44, Cashton Denton. Row 2, Jaron Hitchcock out of Tulsa in the 68, alongside the 13J, Texas driver, James McCreary. Inside the third row, out of Dallas, Texas, the 13X, the driver is Richard Brown Jr. Alongside, in the 6th starting spot, the driver out of Tulsa, one of our local drivers, the 52 of Rad Chad Davis. 4th row inside, out of Mulkey, Oklahoma, the B38, Travis Wilson. And to his right, out of Owasso, Oklahoma, Danny Padilla in car number 67. And on the back row by himself, out of Diana, Texas, the 7G, Sean Gaddis. Gaddis in the 7G. Nine cars scheduled to be on the track for our Star One Roofing heat race number 1 of our USRA modifieds. Want to thank a lot of our sponsors here for the USRA. Mel Hamilton Ford, DriveWFX.com, Duval Electric, America Hose and Accessories, Red Dirt Raceway, and Bergman Tax and Accounting Services, all sponsoring our 4th annual Funkadelic Dirt Track and Honky Tonk Extravaganza. Presented by Day Motorsports. All right, looks like the chief starter giving the drivers a signal one more time around the quarter mile here. Walker and Denton going to be setting the pace. Hitchcock and McCurry, Brown and Davis, Wilson and Padilla and Gaddis on the back. And the green flag waves. Walker getting the hole shot going into turn 1. The McAllen, Texas driver drives her in deep. McCurry now in 2nd. And Chad Davis sticking his nose in there, trying to work his way into that 2nd spot on the opening circuit. Once again, Davis, that is Chad Davis, past champion here in our modifieds on our weekly shows. Currently in 3rd spot, but showing his nose, now trying to get underneath the 13 of McCurry. And Davis taking the 2nd spot away. Hitchcock getting way high off turn 2 in the 68, back on the racetrack, still under green. No problems for our pole sitter, Michael Walker. Setting a quick pace here in heat race action number 1, our Star One Roofing heat race number 1. .13X of Richard Brown Jr. holding on to the 4th spot. Once again, the top 12 from the heat races transfer automatically to the A main. The rest of them will have to run the B mains. We have 2 of them coming up later on tonight. White flag being displayed one more time around the quarter-mile oval here at Creek County Speedway. Still out in front, our pole sitter, Michael Walker. Chad Davis in the 52, and rounding out the top 3, the 13J, James McCurry. Checkered flag going out to Walker. Davis right behind him, a car length back. And rounding out the podium, James McCurry. And then the 13X of Richard Brown Jr. But picking up the heat race win, give it up for the 34 out of McAllen, Texas. That goes to Michael Walker. Michael Walker picking up the heat race number 1. Our TNT Auto Parts Heat Race number 2 lineup is Jason Sartain out of 17XS out of Royce City, Texas, alongside Austin McSpirit in the 12A. Row 2 consists of the Arkansas driver, the 24, Manuel Williams Sr. To his right, scheduled the 24F, Ben Fry. Ben having issues in hot laps. I'm not sure he's going to be able to make the call. In the 5th starting spot out of Stroud, Oklahoma, the 10B, that is Ralph Britton. To his right, Jack Sartain out of Terrell, Texas. In the 47, row 4, we find the Denison, Texas driver, the 82, Jimmy Williams, alongside the Maypearl, Texas driver, Tristan Dykes in the 14T. And on the back by himself, the 2G, Kenny Gaddis. Kenny Gaddis in the 2G. Looks like we're missing Ben Fry and Kenny Gaddis not making the call here for our TNT Auto Parts Heat Race number 2 of our USRA Modifieds. Caution light has been turned down. Drivers will be looking for the green out of turn 4. And the green flag waves. 17S throws it in hard. Oh, we got a couple cars down here set. Looks like the 14T of Tristan Dykes and the 24 of Manuel Williams Sr. Pole sitter Jason Sartain, the 17S, threw it in hard into the first turn, and a couple other cars kind of backed off just a little bit, and then toward the back of the field going into turn 1 to avoid contact. Got them sideways, so be a complete restart. If you haven't got anything to drink, you might want to get something to drink. Please stay hydrated tonight out there. Very important with the heat. Got a nice little breeze blowing, but it's still a little warm out there. So be sure to get hydrated. Got plenty of bottled water and soft drinks down there. If you're 21 and older, you can head down to the beer shack. All right, looking to pick up the pace, and here we go. Heat race number 2, our TNT Auto Parts. Sartain and McSpirit, our front row, out in front. And whoa, we got one turn sideways going into turn 3, facing the wrong direction. 82, I believe, Denison, Texas driver Jimmy Williams coming to a stop over in turn 3. Driver's having a hard time getting this heat race, getting a lap in here. Remind everybody, we do have the souvenir trailer open downstairs, down on behind the north grandstand. So if you haven't get a chance, stop by and check out all the goodies. Plenty of t-shirts, hats, and got a lot of things for the kids also. So check it out. Looks like the 82 of Jimmy Williams gonna take it back into the pit area, so we are down to 6 cars now. Well, once again, green flag waves. Let's see if we can get a lap in this time. Once again, Jason Sartain down on the bottom with McSpirit. That is Austin McSpirit working the high side. Now he drops down going into turn 1, follows right behind the leader. Then we have the 47, Jack Sartain, getting underneath McSpirit to take over that second spot. McSpirit, he thought he was running on the bottom and found out Jack Sartain got underneath him there. McSpirit back into that third spot. Then the 24, Manuel Williams Sr. Whoa, 24 getting awful close to that back straightaway wall there. Still under power. Sartain boys. Jason in the 17S. Jack in the 47 up front. But moving into that third spot, the 14T, ripping it on the high side, that is Tristan Dykus. Dykus now drops her down low into 3, come out of 4, and the white flag being displayed. If your name's Sartain, you're up front, running 1 and 2. Here comes Dykus. Dykus trying to go on the outside as they come to the checkered. Jason Sartain picking up the win, followed by Jack Sartain, and a close third. The 14T of Tristan Dykus, but give it up for the driver of the 17S out of Royce City, Texas, Jason Sartain. Our Texas Locomotive Solutions heat race number 3 lineup. Manuel Williams the second, the 24M on the pole, alongside Marlow, Oklahoma driver, the 95, Sean Johnson. Row number 2 consists of the 7 of Jason Davis out of Skytook, Oklahoma, and the 12 of Eric Redmond out of Sapulpa, just right down the road. Inside the third row is another Sapulpa driver, Young Money. That is Brandon Dean in the 17. It is right. Mason Williams in the 24W on the 4th and final row out of Lincoln, Arkansas. Jeremy LaCoy in the 75J, and to his right out of Elk City, Oklahoma, Vince Lucas in the 9L. All 8 cars making the call to the grid. Caution light turned off, looking for the green. Coming to the green, here we go. Oh, we got a couple of them involved on the back straightaway. 24W, Mason Williams, and also looks like the 12 of Eric Redmond. The drop of the green flag going into turn number 1. Eric Redmond getting a little high off the race surface, brought her back down, but unfortunately had nowhere to go because Mason Williams, the 24W, was parked on the back straightaway. Looks like Mason Williams going to take her back into the pit area, the 24W driver. Be a complete restart. We'll have to reshuffle some of the drivers around a little bit. Looks like the 12 of Eric Redmond going to be able to rejoin the field here. Complete restart here of our Texas Locomotive Solutions heat race number 3. Our pole sitter, Manuel Williams II, going to lead him around the first circuit, followed by Sean Johnson in the 95 and the 7 of Jason Davis. But Brandon Beeman, the 17 now, going into turn 3, looking to get underneath the 7 of Jason Davis. At the flag stand, Jason Davis still holds on to that 3rd spot. Boy, but Williams in the 24M stretching that lead out. Got him about a half a straightaway lead here. Right now the race is for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Got a cluster of them right there. Sean Johnson, Jason Davis, and coming on now, Vince Lucas in the 9L. Oh, splitting the cars. What a move off turn 2. The driver out of Elk City, Oklahoma, the 9L, moving into 2nd spot. Jason Davis in the 7 and 3rd, followed by Eric Redmond and Brandon Bean in the 17. Rounding out your top 5. Manuel Williams II running off with it, but the caution's out. We got a car between 3 and 4 bringing out the caution. Boy, that's something the 24M driver did not want to see. Had a big lead here in our 3rd heat race of our USRA Modifieds. Resetting the field, our pole setter, Manuel Williams II, the 24M, still leading them around. Lap or so ago, boy, what a move by the 9L driver, Vince Lucas. Then the 7 of Jason Davis. 12 of Eric Redmond. Brandon Dean in the 17. And here we go once again. See if Vince Lucas has anything for our leader. Brandon Dean now on the move in the 17, getting around Eric Redmond. Now looking to the inside of Jason Davis as the white flag's displayed for the 24M. Two turns to go. Checkered flag out. Manuel Williams II picking up the win, followed by the 9L doing a fine job out of Elk City, Oklahoma. That is Vince Lucas running third, the 7 of Jason Davis. But the win going to the 24M Arkansas driver. Give it up for Manuel Williams II. Rolling out now is Innovative Auto Glass and Window Tint Heat Race number 4. The lineup out of Lubbock, Texas. Our pole sitter, the 7FX of Chris Dawson. Outside out of Marshall, Texas, the 16 of Chris Hennigan. Row 2 out of Louisiana, Tommy Cannon in the 718. To his right out of Lawton, Oklahoma, the 68L, Gary Little. Inside the third row out of Coweta, Oklahoma, the 27, the driver is Greg Skaggs. To his right, driver out of Adair, Oklahoma, the 55, Nathan Hagar. And the fourth and final row out of Arkansas, Ryan Taylor in the 1T. And to his right, they call him Big Daddy, the 91, Joe Duval. Once again, the top 12 from the heats transfer automatically to the A, and here we go, green flag. Not liking, I guess, the start. Or do we have something on the track? I believe we have debris on the track out of turn 4. So it'll be a complete restart. Side by side, nose to tail. Here we go. Our fourth and final heat race of our USRA modified. Going there, driving in hard. Chris Dawson, your pole sitter. Hagar having problems in the 55, still back under power. Lost a few spots there. Driver the 55. Up front, boy, we've got a good race going on with our front row starting spots. The two Chris's, Dawson and Hennigan. 7 of Chris Dawson. Caution out down in turn number 3. I believe that's the 55, Nathan Hagar, the Adair, Oklahoma driver, having some issues there, bringing out our caution. Up front, the two Chris's, Dawson in the 7X, Hennigan in the 16. Up front, 718 Tommy Cannon out of Louisiana. And then looks like the '91 of Joe Duval up there. The USRA modifieds on these restarts, they'll put the leader up front and then double file the rest of the way. Looks like the 55 of Hagar taking her to the pits. Caution light's been turned off. And as Dawson brings it to the green flag, we're underway again with our innovative auto glass and window tint heat race number 4. Big Daddy Joe Duval in the 91 now trying to slide in there into that third spot, taking it away from Tommy Cannon in the 718. Cannon not giving it up. He's up on the high side. Duval on the bottom. Cannon getting a good run off turn 2. Still him and Duval battling it out for that third spot. All while the leader, Chris Dawson's got it on cruise control. Duval now gets into third spot with Cannon dropping back to fourth. Running at your top 5 will be the 27 of Greg Skaggs, the Quito, Oklahoma driver. Cars getting spaced out around the track as the white flag being displayed here for our leader, Chris Dawson. Joe Duval's up in the third spot. He started on the back row here. And as they come off turn 4, looking for the checkered flag going to Dawson, followed by Hennigan, Duval, Cannon, and Skaggs rounding out your top 5. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your heat race number 4 winner. Give it up for the 7X driver out of Lubbock, Texas, Chris Dawson. Running second, Chris Hennigan in the 16. And running out the podium, the 91, Joe Duval.
Rolling onto the racetrack now is our now 600 Dwarf Cars Sooner State Series. Your lineup on the front row inside, the X15 from Glenpool is Larry Pence. Outside in the 00 is Jeff Robertson. Second row inside, driving the number 39 from Glenpool is Rex Johnson. And outside in the 27 from Mounds is Jeff Pence. Third row inside, the 76 from Verdigris is Jason Miles. And outside in the 49 from Claremore, Randy Roper. And on the fourth row, the 48B from McAllister is Stephen Free. Green flag waves. Larry Pence. The X15, your early leader, followed by the 39 of Rex Johnson. '76 of Jason Miles. Currently trying to get underneath Johnson, and he does to move into second. Oh, we got a caution. Got a car turned around in turn 4. These cars are motorcycle powered race cars. Most of them have a 1,000 cc motor. For example, your leader, the X15, Larry Pence, he's driving a Kawasaki. Rex Johnson, Kawasaki also. And the 76 machine is Kawasaki powered as well. But there is some Suzukis and Yamahas as well. Lineup is good. Single file restart. We got one lap down. Larry Pence, a one-time feature winner here this season out front. Green flag waves. And I believe somebody hit the cone, which is a no-no. No driving over the cone, going under the cone, passing before the cone. And I believe that was the 39 of Rex Johnson. And unfortunately for clipping that cone, the 39 of Rex Johnson penalized. He has to move to the rear of the field now after running in second spot. And the green waves once again. We're underway. Larry Pence. Jason Miles. He's on Larry's back. He looks to the inside of Larry Pence now. Nope. Larry down low. At the halfway point, it's Larry Pence, Jason Miles, Jeff Robertson in third spot in the 00. Larry Pence protecting that bottom groove. Jason Miles going to get around him. He's going to have to go to the outside. Battle for third spot with Jeff Robertson and Stephen Free. Free with the edge down the back chute into third spot. White flag's going to wave one lap to go for Larry Pence. Jeff Robertson. Stephen Free and Jeff Robertson. Coming to the checkered flag, it's going to be Larry Pence, your winner, followed by the 76 of Jason Miles, very closely. Third spot going to go to the 48B of Stephen Free, and fourth going to be the 00 of Jeff Robertson. Looks like your winner, Larry Pence, getting a little too close to that infield tire there. Larry Pence heads to the scales. And coming up is our second dwarf car heat race. The lineup on the front row inside. From Eufaula, Oklahoma in the 18 is Joshua Hunter. Outside in the 63F from Mounds, Brett Fuller. In the second row inside, the 12 from Broken Arrow is Roger Moore. Outside the 04 from Broken Arrow, Patrick Holt. Third row inside, the 22 from Porham is Justin Foltz. Outside in the 71 from Collinsville, Danny Pryor. And on the fourth row in the 33X from Claremore, Waylon Weaver. All right, lineup looks good. Caution light has been turned off. Joshua Hunter and Brett Fuller on the front row leading them around. Starting to pick up the pace as they head to turn 4, and green flag waves. Dwarf Car's second heat race underway. Oh, the 18 makes a hard left into the infield, spins around, back on the track. Meanwhile, the 71 of Danny Pryor is your leader. Lap number 1, and on the move, the 22, Justin Foltz. In second spot, followed by the 33X of Waylon Weaver. And Waylon Weaver looks to the inside of Justin Foltz. On the high side of 1 and 2. Danny Pryor in the 71 machine is your leader. At the halfway point, it is still Danny Pryor, Justin Foltz, Waylon Weaver, the top 3, and back in a distant 4th, the 12 of Roger Moore. Turned around there at the bottom of turn 4. Looks like the 63F of Brett Fuller. Single file restart. Danny Pryor out front, the 71, followed by the 22, Justin Foltz, the 33X, Waylon Weaver, the 12, Roger Moore, 04, Patrick Holt, the 18, Joshua Hunter, and the 63F of Brett Fuller. Green flag waves. Pryor getting a little out of shape, losing some of his lead. Justin Foltz pulls up close to him, followed by Waylon Weaver, but the white flag waves. 1 lap to go. Danny Pryor, hang on. Whoop, we got caution out. Looks like the number 18 car with an issue down there right underneath the berm there next to the infield tire. Lineup is good. We're going green next time around. Two laps remaining. Danny Pryor trying to hang on for the win. Green flag waves. White flag waves, 1 lap to go. Danny Pryor off of turn 4, headed to the checkered flag, picking up the win. Followed by Justin Foltz, Waylon Weaver, and Roger Moore. We'll be taking a short, about a 5-minute intermission, and we'll be coming back with our modified, our modified B features. We've got 2 of them. About a 10-minute intermission. Get to the concession stand, get you something to munch on, something to drink, or the 21 and older over the beer shack.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Since 1997, Weir's Machine has been innovating the finest products in the racing industry. We also manufacture the Ultra Force load machines and develop the Ultra Force suspension software, which allow you to take your program to the next level. Proudly made in the USA, champions across the country choose Weir's Machine and Ultra Force to take them to victory lane. Shop now at Weir'sMachine.com and UltraForceTech.com.
Really appreciate Greg. He's no friend of mine. Makes this old man see good. You need any glasses, cool Oakley stuff like I wear? See Deadler's Opticians.
Greg's been a long-time supporter for me for lots of years now, and he not only helps me, but he helps a lot of the racers and everything. So if you're looking for sunglasses, definitely should give him a call. He's very supportive of racing, and that's always good to have somebody that gives back to the sport like he does.
Hi, I'm Chris Davis. My wife Jan and I are co-owners of Midwest Sheet Metal here in Springfield, Missouri. We acquired the company from my father-in-law about 25 years ago. We're a 75-year-old company. We do just custom fabrication of stainless, aluminum, and carbon steel. And we do quite a bit with the national and local racers across the country. The unique thing about us is somebody comes to us with an idea that if they want fabricated, we can make this happen. We can fabricate anything, any one-off thing that you might want. I've gained the trust with the racers over the years that they know that.
Outside. Jack Sarton. Gonna let one of the crowd draw a card. Let's see how lucky he is. Drew number 1. Woo! Boy, that was a lucky draw there, boy. Michael Walker drawing again. Driver of the 34. He's wanting somebody else to draw too. Drew number 2. Wow, the crowd's doing a pretty good job for these racers. Jason Sarton, driver of the 17. Drew number 6. Number 6. Manuel Williams the second. 24 in M driver. Number 5, going to number 5. 7X driver, Chris Dawson going to be drawn. Number 8. Number 8. Joe Duval, the driver, number 91. Number 3, Joe Duval getting number 3. There you have it, your lineup for your top 8.
Good job, guys.
Hi, I'm Chris Davis. My wife Jan and I are co-owners of Midwest Sheet Metal here in Springfield, Missouri. We acquired the company from my father-in-law about 25 years ago. We're a 75-year-old company. We do just custom fabrication of stainless, aluminum, and carbon steel. And we do quite a bit with the national and local racers across the country. The unique thing about us is somebody comes to us with an idea that if they want fabricated, we can make this happen. We can fabricate anything, any one-off thing that you might want. I've gained the trust with the racers over the years that they know that I will fabricate it for them and nobody knows about it. Most all the products that we advertise, we keep in stock. I mean, I'm tired of this. We can order it for you. The main stuff that we advertise is in stock, ready to ship. We can usually ship anything in 1 to 2 days. That's a big deal with the racers, but we have it in stock, ready to ship.
Race fans, get ready to experience the action like never before with the free My Race Pass app. On race day, hit the Entries tab to see who's signed in for the night in every class. As the cars hit the track, hit the Lineups tab to see where everyone is starting. Follow along with the action live with live timing and scoring, and even follow your driver wherever he's running. Get into the action like never before with the My Race Pass app. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
The USMTS Souvenir Trailer is your one-stop shop for all your USMTS souvenir needs. From jackets to hoodies to t-shirts to can koozies and so much more, the USMTS Souvenir Trailer has it all. The USMTS Souvenir Trailer can be found online at shopusmts.com. See a wide variety of merchandise and accessories to help you get prepared for race day. Ordering is very simple and will even ship right to your doorstep. Visit the USMTS Souvenir Trailer today and get ready for when the best of the USMTS visits your local racetrack.
Zach Vanderbeek here, dirt modified racer. Been using FK rod ends for about 10 years now. Maria and their crew have provided exceptional products for me racing competitively on the USMTS Tour.
Race fans, the Z-Man does it. Zach Vanderbeek wins in 33Z.
I choose to put the best parts on my race car, and obviously I choose to put FK rod ends on there. We've had 0 part failures. The durability and the product, you can tell, is second to none. FK rod ends provide strong and durable parts for us so we can stay on the racetrack in some of the worst conditions and keeps us finishing races. I highly recommend their product. If you're looking for a really high quality rod end, go check those guys out, see what they got. They've got multiple options, and their product is awesome.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Hey race fans, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. I have some exciting news. Mel Hamilton Ford Racing has started a rewards program just for you. For every dollar that you spend with MH Ford Racing, 5% will go back on your rewards card. It even applies to the wraps that you buy at BCC. All you have to do is purchase race gear, race fuel, tear-offs, wraps, etc., and you'll receive 5% on every sale. Reward dollars can be redeemed at all 3 of our locations: Mel Hamilton Ford, Mel Hamilton Quick Lane, and Big Corner Creative. It's that easy. Buy all your racing needs from us and get 5%. Sign up for reward cards today in person or give us a call. Mel Hamilton Ford. Experience the difference.
As general manager of Mel Hamilton Ford for 11 years, I know what customers are looking for. Great service with certified technicians, a great sales experience with plenty of inventory to choose from. And don't forget, parts and other gear to take care of all your racing needs. So when you decide who you want to do business with, choose us, Mel Hamilton Ford, and experience the difference. Hey, you know what I'm always asking myself? Is work supposed to be this much fun?
Since 1997, Weir's Machine has been innovating the finest products in the racing industry. We also manufacture the Ultra Force load machines and develop the Ultra Force suspension software, which allow you to take your program to the next level. Proudly made in the USA, champions across the country choose Weir's Machine and Ultra Force to take them to victory lane. Shop now at Weir'sMachine.com and UltraForceTech.com.
Really appreciate Greg. He's no friend of mine. Makes this old man see good. If you need any glasses, cool Oakley stuff like I wear, see Deadler's Opticians.
Greg's been a long-time supporter for me for lots of years now, and he not only helps me, but he helps a lot of the racers and everything. So if you're looking for sunglasses, definitely should give him a call. He's very supportive of racing, and that's always good to have somebody that gives back to the sport like he does.
Hi, I'm Chris Davis. My wife Jan and I are co-owners of Midwest Sheet Metal here in Springfield, Missouri. We acquired the company from my father-in-law about 25 years ago. We're a 75-year-old company. We do just custom fabrication of stainless, aluminum, and carbon steel. And we do quite a bit with the national and local racers across the country. The unique thing about us is somebody comes to us with an idea that if they want fabricated, we can make this happen. We can fabricate anything, any one-off thing that you might want. I've gained the trust with the racers over the years that they know that I will fabricate it for them and nobody knows about it. Most all the products that we advertise, we keep in stock. I mean, I'm tired of this, we can order it for you. The main stuff that we advertise is in stock, ready to ship. We can usually ship anything in 1 to 2 days. That's a big deal with the racers, but we have it in stock, ready to ship.
Race fans, get ready to experience the action like never before with the free My Race Pass app. On race day, hit the Entries tab to see who's signed in for the night in every class. As the cars hit the track, hit the Lineups tab to see where everyone is starting. Follow along with the action live with live timing and scoring, and even follow your driver wherever he's running. Get into the action like never before with the My Race Pass app. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
About ready to roll out with our first of 2 B features for our USRA Modifieds. Presented by Dave Motorsports. Scheduled to be on the front row, the 17 out of Sapulpa, Brandon Dean, alongside the Denham Springs, Louisiana driver, the 718 of Tommy Cannon. Third starting spot, the 67 of Danny Padilla. Outside the 10B of Ralph Britton. Inside the third row, Jeremy LaCoy in the 75J. And the 24, Manuel Williams Sr. On the next row, the 95 of Sean Johnson. And the 68L of Gary Little. On the next row, the 24W, Mason Williams, and the 44 of Cashton Denton. And our last starter, the 7G, Sean Gaddis. Top 5 advance. 11 cars scheduled to start, only 9 looks like on the grid. Top 5 move to the A main here in B feature number 1 of our American Racer Modified Series. All trying to get into the coveted A feature, which is going to pay $2,500 to win tonight. Along with every driver who takes the green flag in the main event will pocket no less than $300. So you got to make it to the A main. Ten laps the distance in our B mains. Here we go. We are underway. Tommy Cannon working the top side here. Looks like possibly lead him around, but we got one stop down here, the 95 down in turn 1. Sean Johnson out of Marlow, Oklahoma. No damage, it doesn't look like, to the 95, so be able to rejoin the field. Once again, Brandon Dean in the 17, Tommy Cannon in the 718 on the front row. And the green flag waves. Once again, side by side going into turn 1, the top front row there. Cannon getting a slight edge going into turn 3 here on the opening lap, but here comes Dean back on the bottom. At the flag stand, it was Cannon by a half a car length. Danny Padilla in the 67, holding on to third. Ralph Britton in the 10B, back into fourth spot. And the 24, Manuel Williams Sr. ran it at your top 5. But your Louisiana driver, Tommy Cannon, holding on to the point there. Brandon Dean right, a couple of car lengths back. And we've got a big space between second and the rest of the field here. Got a couple cars stacked up down there in turn 4. Looks like the 95. Sean Johnson is one of them. And I believe the 10B, Ralph Britton, bringing out the caution. Yeah, looks like that's Mason Williams in the 24W and holding on to fourth, and then Manuel Williams in the 24W, the white 24W. And back underway as Cannon bringing them to the green. Brandon Dean on the rear bumper of the 718. Dean now on the bottom, right behind the leader. Now going into turn one, sets it up on the cushion. Trying to diamond it off there. No, now he's trying to work the outside, comes in contact with the back straightaway wall. Sparks flying, but still under power. Driver the 17, Brandon Dean. We call him Young Money. Once again, working the high side off turn two. No room up top. Tommy Cannon slides it up. Drives to the bottom going into the turn and then lets it drift up to the wall. Kind of blocking the path of the 17 of Brandon Dean. As the white flag is displayed, remember the top five move on. The rest of them load them up. And picking up the B main number one win, going to Tommy Cannon, followed by Brandon Dean, Danny Padilla, Manuel Williams Sr., and Mason Williams. Rounding out your top five and moving on. But the win going to Tommy Cannon. Running second, Brandon Dean. Danny Padilla in third, and Manuel Williams Sr., the 24 in fourth, and the 24W. Mason Williams is the final transfer. B feature number two rolling out now. On the front row will be the 12A, Austin McSpirit. Outside of him, the Dallas, Texas driver, 13X, Richard Brown Jr. Inside the second row will be the 12 Sapulpa, Oklahoma driver, Eric Redmond. To his right, out of Coweta, Oklahoma, the 27 of Greg Skaggs. On the third row inside, out of Arkansas, the 1T, Ryan Taylor. To his right, Travis Wilson in the B38. Fourth row inside, Jared Hitchcock in the 68 and Jimmy Williams in the 82. Fifth row, Nathan Hagar in the 55, Ben Fry in the 24F, and Kenny Gaddis in the 2G. Missing several cars in this B main. Once again, the top five move on. Oh, three abreast coming off two. What a cluster we have off turn two. We are still, well, caution out. Boy, what a mess over off turn two. Only 8 cars of the scheduled 11 making a call to the grid here for our Day Motorsports B feature number 2 of our modifieds. Once again, this is a 10-lap B main top 5 move on. All right, we are underway once again. Richard Brown Jr. looks like he's going to lead him around on the opening circuit here. Followed by Austin McSpirit, our pole sitter. Starting to get a little pressure by Eric Redmond. 2 12 cars there, the 12A of the McSpirit and the 12 of Eric Redmond. Now we got the 68 Jared Hitchcock over there on the back straightaway, bringing out yet another caution here in this second B main. Brought to you by Day Motorsports. Want to thank all of our sponsors here for the USRA Modifieds tonight. American Hose and Accessories, Berkman Tax and Accounting Services, Red Dirt Raceway, Duval Electric, DriveWFX.com, and Mel Hamilton Ford sponsoring tonight's event. All right, resetting the field up front, the 13X of Richard Brown Jr., Austin McSpirit, Eric Redmond, Travis Wilson in the B38, the 1T, Ryan Taylor, 27 of Greg Skaggs, and the 68 of Hitchcock. Nathan Hagar here in the infield had officials looking over his mount. Looks like we'll be able to rejoin the field here in the 55. Once again on these restarts and the USRA Modifieds, the leader is up front by himself. Everybody else double file. Coming to the green. '55 Nathan Hagar having problems down in turn 4. Caution out as they come around. Richard Brown Jr., the Dallas, Texas driver in the 13X, having no problems here at this point. The leader, the 13X, oh my, flat left rear, Richard Brown Jr. Well, talking about a tough break there. I was kind of watching him go around the last lap or so, and I thought, boy, that tire sure looked low. And it was flat. Oh, the top two battling out. Both of them at 12. 12A, Austin McSpirit. 12, Eric Redmond. here comes Greg Skaggs in the 27. Still the 212 side by side going into turn 1. Greg Skaggs in the 27 thought about splitting the middle there for a moment. Greg Skaggs still trying to work his way in between the 212s. Now he sets it on the high side going into turn 1. Looking to get a good run off turn 2. Gets past McSpirit. Trying to make that top side work. Coweta, Oklahoma driver Greg Skaggs. Pulling up to the quarter panel of Eric Redmond now as they come down the front straightaway. McSpirit in the 12A back to third. Hagar, the 55, who caught out a yellow a few laps back, now trying to work his way up into third. Trying to get underneath McSpirit. And going into turn 1, the 55, Adair, Oklahoma driver gets into that third spot. McSpirit back to fourth. Ryan Taylor in the 1T fifth. The white flag comes out. Top 5 move on. And coming off turn 4, taking the B main, Eric Redmond, followed by Greg Skaggs, Nathan Hagar, Austin McSpirit, and Ryan Taylor. Rounding out your 5. Picking up the B main win, Austin McSpirit in the 12A. Running second and moving on, the 27 of Greg Skaggs, the 55 of Nathan Hagar, the 12A of Austin McSpirit, and the 1T, Ryan Taylor. Rounding out your top 5, moving on to the A main.
And rolling onto the racetrack now is our factory stock A feature, 20 laps in distance. Your lineup out front. Last week's A feature winner from Bartlesville in the 2BB, Dustin Dixon. Outside in the number 5 from South Coffeyville, Matt Collins. Second row inside, the 77W from Okemah, Chris Wilson. Outside in the 46, Chris Yangel from Tulsa. Third row inside, driving the number 18 from Okemah is Scott Wilson. Outside in the 75N is Mark Norwood from McLeod. Fourth row inside, the 24 from South Coffeyville, Aaron Kuhn. Outside the 55 is Blake Green from Mounds. Fifth row inside, driving the number 11 from Sand Springs is Robert Scott. Outside in the 55P from Manford is Tracy Pierce. Sixth row inside, the 57J from Meeker, Dustin Johnson. Outside the 41 from Waletka, Sean Brown Lee. On the seventh row inside, your current point leader, the one, the only, Jimmy Owen. Outside in the number 3 from Drumright is Brandon James. Eighth row inside, the H1 from Manford is Steve Hewitt. Outside in the 22 from Broken Arrow, Jeffrey Corral. Ninth row inside, the 5H, Michael Harris from Choctaw. And outside in the 92 machine is Keith Davis from Skiatook. And on the 10th row, driving the number 33 machine, Jeff Garrettson. Pole position, the 2BB, Dustin Dixon, last week's A feature winner, won his heat race earlier tonight. Looking good, got a very nice starting spot. Lineup is good. Caution light has been turned off. All 19 cars on the track. Green flag waves. Factory stock A feature. Lap number 1. Dustin Dixon back to second spot. And now in third spot already, the 75 in of Mark Norwood. Blake Green in fourth spot. Lost the 46 of Chris Yandel, heads to the pits. Aaron Kuhn in the 24 machine started in 13th position. He is now in 6th spot. Leaders starting to pull up on some flat traffic here shortly. Matt Collins and Dustin Dixon. Of Brandon James getting together and bringing out the caution. Looks like 8 laps complete. Have the old single file restart here coming up shortly. Matt Collins continues to lead in the 5 machine, followed by the 2BB of Dustin Dixon, 75 in of Mark Norwood, the 55 of Blake Green, the 24 Aaron Kuhn, the 11 Robert Scott, 77W Chris Wilson, right. 92.3 is down a lap. Keith Davis. Started with 19 cars. We've still got 17 on the track. Green flag waves. And Collins, still your leader, but Dustin Dixon not going away. We got a little pile up here between 1 and 2. Sean Brownlee, Jimmy Owen, and Dustin Johnson all involved there. Tough break there. I know Jimmy was running in about 10th position. Hook the wrecker up to the 57J of Dustin Johnson. Dustin already out of the car, so he's calling it a night. Leave your leader in the 5 machine, Matt Collins. I believe this is his first appearance in Creek County this season. Won his heat race earlier in the evening. And your current leader after 9 laps in our 20-lap A feature. Looks like the lineup is good. Caution light is off. Matt Collins on the hammer off of turn 4. The green flag waves. And Mark Norwood pulls a 75 into the pits after running in 3rd position. So at the halfway point, Matt Collins, Dustin Dixon, Blake Green is now in 3rd spot in the 55, and in 4th spot the 24 is Aaron Kuhn, 5th spot Robert Scott. And looks like the battle's shaping up for 3rd spot with Aaron Kuhn and Blake Green. Blake Green in currently. Aaron Kuhn looking to the inside in the 24 machine. Blake Green running the high groove in the 55. Your leader, Matt Collins and Dustin Dixon. Starting to come up on lap traffic now. 22, going down a lap, Jeffrey Corral. Sean Brownlee exits the track. 41 machine. Oh, Tracy Pierce spinning down there in turn 1 and 2. Back underway. We're still green. He cuts through the infield to rejoin the field. Matt Collins. Their leader, Dustin Dixon, gets by Tracy Pierce. Two laps remaining. White flag is out and waving for Matt Collins. 1 lap to go. Matt Collins, he gets by some more lap traffic. Dustin Dixon in the 2BB, still in 2nd spot, but coming off of turn 4, headed to the checkered flag. It's going to be Matt Collins, Dustin Dixon, 1 and 2. 3rd spot, Blake Green, followed by Aaron Kuhn, and 5th is going to be Robert Scott. Once again, your winner, Matt Collins. A driver from South Coffeyville, Oklahoma, in the number 5 machine, picking up the win.
Rolling on now is our mini stock A main, 20 laps of distance on the front row. The 14, 3-time main event winner Johnny Stowe out of Bixby, Oklahoma, will be on the pole. Outside of Johnny will be the 88, Kevin McSpirit Jr. In the third starting spot, a three-time main event winner also this season, Lane Traster in car number 2. To his right, the 21R of Robert Scott. Third row inside, last year's track champion in this division, the 4B junior, Justin Melton. To the outside of Justin, the 21 of Erica Banks. Row number 4 on the inside, with 2 main events to his credit. That is the 26, the driver is Adrian Hickman. Outside of Adrian in the 16 will be Lexi Stowe. And on the back row will be the 99 of Amy Shepard. And scheduled to be the OX Michael Longacre, having issues in the heat race. Does not believe he's going to be able to make the call here in this A feature. Well, there he is, OX Michael Longacre. Current point leader going into tonight. Had issues in the heat race, and I see smoke coming out of the OX already. Not a good sign. And coming to the green, here we go. Mini stock A main. Longacre takes it one lap and in. Oh, we got the second, and oh my. Several cars getting sideways there. Like the 20. Believe we're going to be going to complete restart here in this A main. Eric Scott in the 21R looks like into the pit area. Current point leader Michael Longacre in the OX coming out of the pit area. Green flag waves. Lane Traster taking them into 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Michael Longacre once again back into the pits. Kevin McSpirit Jr. in the 88 in second, setting his sights on Lane Traster, our current leader. Justin Melton, the 4B Jr. in third. Adrian Hickman, the 26th in fourth. Rounding out the top 5 is Lexi Stowe, but coming on strong is the 14 of Johnny Stowe. Johnny happened to restart at the back of the field. Up into that 6th spot now. Now getting underneath Lexi Stowe down the back straightaway into turn 3. Trying to take over that 5th spot. And does. Kevin McSpirit Jr. now trying to get underneath Traster coming off turn 4. Traster still holding on. Lane Traster, a 3-time main event winner this season. Top 3 there. Traster, McSpirit, and Justin Melton pulling away from the rest of the field here. Kevin McSpirit Jr. in the 88 just looks like he's waiting to make the right pass at the right time. Oh, no. Coming in contact, trying to get underneath Lane Traster. Lane closes the door on the 88. 88 ends up hitting the infield tire in turn 1. Tough break for the 88. Kevin McSpirit Jr. Hopefully he can refire off. All right, Kevin McSpirit Jr. back under power. Will rejoin the field. We have 7 laps in the books, 13 to go. Johnny Stowe now up into the 3rd spot after having to go to the tailback early on in this main event. Lane Traster in the 2, Justin Melton the 4B Jr., 14 Johnny Stowe, Adrian Hickman the 26, Lexi Stowe in the 16, Erica Banks in the 21, Amy Shepard in the 99, and the driver calls in the yellow, the 88, Kevin McSpirit Jr. 8 cars still remaining of our original 10. Now Johnny Stowe in the 14 getting underneath. Oh boy. Adrian Hickman, the 26, gets her sideways going into turn 1, bringing out the caution. Just as Johnny Stowe trying to make the move on Justin Melton in the 4B Jr. for that 2nd spot. We'll go back to the last completed lap. If you didn't get a chance to go down to the concession stand during intermission, might be a good time to get a little break in the action here. Go down there to get you something to eat, something to drink. Plenty of food and drinks on hand down at the concession stand. Looks like it's going to be another DNF for the 26th of Adrian Hickman. Boy, that makes it about, if I might be losing count, but that might be 3 features in a row for the 26 car on the DNF. So tough break there for the Adrian Hickman, the 26. "12 laps remaining here. Green flag back underway here in our mini stock 8 main. Want to say hi and thank all of our viewers on Racing Dirt for joining us tonight on our Saturday night. I believe up next will be our USRA Modifieds main event. At the conclusion of this race, right now, Lane Traster got it in hand. Justin Melton, last year's track champion. Oh, Johnny Stowe worked his way up to 3rd. Now loops it off turn 2, bringing out a caution. Tough break once again for the 14. Going to have to go to the back again. Well, the 14 looks like Johnny Stowe taking it into the pit area. Johnny Stowe back out onto the race surface. Not sure if Justin Melton, the 4B Junior, having issues with that car. Seems like he's having a little fuel issue, I think, maybe. Tough break for Johnny Stowe in the 14. The good news is he's got 10 laps to take her back to the front. And halfway through our mini stock A main, we are back under green. Kevin McSpirit Jr. now looking underneath Lexi Stowe for that third spot. Going into 3, takes it. Lexi back into that 4th spot in the 16. Followed by Erica Banks in the 21. Johnny Stowe now looking underneath Erica Banks in the 21 to move back and move into 5th spot. Kevin McSpirit Jr. looking to the outside of 4B Jr. as they go down the back straightaway. Oh boy! Justin Melton in the 4B Jr. not knowing McSpirit was on the outside, moved up a little bit. Oh, got some issues with the 4B Jr. into the infield. His night is done. This puts Kevin McSpirit Jr. in the 2nd spot. Johnny Stowe's back up into 3rd. By golly, if we was going by passing points, I believe Johnny Stowe might have this maybe in the bag here. He's gone to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. Currently now in 3rd, with Lexi Stowe in 4th. Erica Banks in 5th. Rounding out the field, that is Amy Shepard in the 99. No problems up front for Lane Traster. Lane Traster looking to pick up his 4th main event win if he can hold on. Kevin McSpirit Jr. only making his 3rd appearance of this season. Looking to pick up a feature event win if he can. Johnny Stowe just driving the wheels off the 14. Kevin McSpirit Jr., if he's got anything left in the tank there, they've got 2 laps remaining. Getting a little closer to Lane Traster. I'm not sure if Lane knows how close Kevin McSpirit Jr. is to him, but the white flag waves. Kevin going up top. Looking to get a good run off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Pulls alongside into turn 3. We are coming to the checkered out of turn 4. Lane Traster picks up the win by a car length over Kevin McSpirit Jr. Johnny Stowe 3rd. Oh boy. Made it interesting the last 2 turns, but give it up for the number 2. Picking up his 4th main event win, Lane Traster. Running second, Kevin McSpirit Jr. coming up a car length short, and rounding out the podium, the 14 of Johnny Stowe. Give it up for Lane Traster, your feature event winner. Ready to roll with our USRA Modifieds, American Racer Modified Series. Main event, 30 laps the distance. Your lineup will be the 47, Terrell, Texas driver Jack Sartain. Outside of him, Michael Walker out of McAllen, Texas, in the car number 34. Inside the second row, they call him Big Daddy, the 91, Joe Duval. 4th spot, the 52, that is red, Chad Davis. In the 5th starting spot, the 24M out of Arkansas, that's Manuel Williams II. And to his right, at Roy City, Texas 17S, that is Jason Sartain. In the 7th starting spot, boy, keep your eyes on this driver. Look good in his heat race, the 9L out of Elk City, Oklahoma, Vince Lucas. And to his right in the 8th starting spot, the 7X, Chris Dawson. In row 5, inside, Tristan Dykes. In the 14T, to his right, the 16, Marshall, Texas driver, Chris Hennigan. In car 16. On the next row, Jason Davis in car 7, James McCreary in the 13J. On the next row, out of Denham Springs, Louisiana, the 718, Tommy Cannon. And the 12 of Eric Redmond. In the 15th starting spot out of Sapulpa, Young Money, that is Brandon Dean in car number 17, and to his right in the 16th starting spot, the 27 out of Coweta, Greg Skaggs. Inside in the 17th spot, Danny Padilla in car number 67, to his right, the 55 of Nathan Hagar. In the 19th starting spot, that is Manuel Williams Sr. in car number 24, to his right, Austin McSpirit in the 12A. And on the final row, the 21W, Mason Williams, and the 1T, that is Ryan Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet. Give them a round of applause. Only the best go 4 abreast here at Creek County Speedway. Sit back and relax because here comes the modifieds. 30 laps the distance. Oh, we got them stacked up in turn 1. 3 cars involved. It looks like the 1T, Ryan Taylor down here. A 13J, I believe. That is James McCurry. Jack Sartain and Michael Walker on the front row. Duval and Davis, row 2. Williams and Lucas, row 4. "21 out of the 22 original starters, 30 laps the distance. USRA, American Racer Modified Series, presented by Dave Motorsports. Here we go, coming to the green. Sartain on the bottom. Walker right on the outside of Sartain. Joe Duval on the bottom, running third. Chad Davis on the high side in the 52 fourth. And here comes Vince Lucas in the 9L, getting underneath Davis. Davis got awful high there. Caution out. Got one stop down here in turn 4, facing the wrong direction. Boy, just when the race was getting good up front. Nathan Hagar in the 55. Having some issues there. Takes it back into the pit area. All right, Jack Sartain up front. Michael Walker on the inside. Joe Duval on the outside. Then Vince Lucas on the inside. Chad Davis on the outside. We come to green once again. Duval trying to make some moves, but here comes Vince Lucas. Vince Lucas. Looks like Austin McSpirit sitting in the infield in turns 1 and 2. Still under green. Caution out. Down in turn number 4, that is Ryan Taylor in the 1T. Ryan Taylor bringing out the caution. On that last restart, Joe Duval and Vince Lucas, boy, moving up a couple spots. Shuffling back is the 34 of Michael Walker. Caution light been turned down, looking for the green as they come off turn 4. And we're underway once again. Jack Sartain getting a little high. Duval slides underneath. Joe Duval, your new leader. Danny Padilla off the racetrack. Oh no! We got him stacked up down in turn 3. Got 4 cars involved. Looks like Eric Redmond, Jason Davis, Austin McSpirit. Car up there on the top side there in turn 3. I believe that is the 34, Michael Walker. Was running up close to the front there. I think running about 4th spot. No, not. No, pardon me, that wasn't Michael Walker. 24W. Manuel Williams Sr. I stand corrected. It's 24W Mason Williams who's up there. Looks like he finally got refired off. Well, now Mason Williams into the infield. ending his night. Looks like the 7 of Jason Davis and the 12 of Eric Redmond back out onto the race surface. Mason Williams, the 24W, into the pit area. Joe Duval did not want to see that caution come out. Had taken over the lead off that last restart, but got to go back to the last completed lap, so this will put Jack Sartain back into the lead here as they come to the green once again. Oh, here comes Vince Lucas in the 9L, working that middle groove there. Coming into the mix now is a 14T, Tristan Dykes. Our new leader now is Vince Lucas in the 9L. Taking the lead down the back straightaway, now working off turn 4 at the flag stand. Jack Sartain back into second. Joe Duval in the 91 third. Tristan Dykes in the 14T in fourth. And in at your top 5 is the 16 of Chris Hennigan, followed by the 7X Chris Dawson. Then Chad Davis and Manuel Williams the second. Up front though, clear sailing for the 9L of Vince Lucas, working the way down the back straightaway. Our pole sitter still holding on to second place, Jack Sartain in the 47. Coming into the mix there is the 16, Chris Hennigan. Up into the 5th spot, followed by Dawson in the 7X. In 6th, Chad Davis in 7th. As the leader comes down the front straightaway, going into turn 1. Joe Duval holding on to third spot, but boy, getting pressure by the Tristan Dykus in the 14T as they come down the front straightaway. Dykus momentarily takes over the lead over Duval into that third spot. Duval back to fourth. Got one on the high side pulling off the race surface. That is the 24 of Manuel Williams Sr. His night is done. Just past the halfway. Cross flags just past the halfway. Oh, Dykus goes off 1 and 2, back on the track, but loses several spots. Some of the back markers getting the move over flag. Boy, you don't see that too often on a dirt track. Leader getting around a lap car or two. Vince Lucas in the 9L. Jack Sartain in the 47. Joe Duval in the 91. Then the 16 of Chris Hennigan. Hennigan in the 16. After Hennigan in the 16, fifth spot is Tristan Dykus. Dykus was up there battling with Duval, but had run off the end of the race service a few laps ago, losing a couple spots. Back into that fifth spot. Vince Lucas trying to put Ryan Taylor in the 1T a lap down as they go off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Now Hennigan in the 16 on the outside of Joe Duval, trying to take over third spot. Duval and Hennigan battling it out with several lap cars in between them. Hennigan ducks in front of Joe Duval going into turn 3 out of turn 4. Jack Sartain still holding on to second. But right there is the 16 of Chris Hennigan. Got issues on the back straightaway off turn number 2, bringing out the caution, the 718, the Louisiana driver, Tommy Cannon, coming to a stop. Oh my, the driver that's on the move is the 16 of Chris Hennigan. Coming off the 10th starting spot, has worked his way up to third. Still up front, the 9L of Vince Lucas. coming off his 7th starting position. Then Jack Sartain, our pole sitter. Then Chris Hennigan, Joe Duval in the 91, the 14T, Tristan Dykes, the 7X, Chris Dawson, the 24M, Manuel Williams II, then the 52 of Chad Davis. That's your top 8 at this point. Four laps remaining for our USRA Modifieds. Who's going to win this main event? In 4 laps, we'll find out. So far, Vince Lucas looking awful strong here in the 9L. We'll find out if he can hold on. Here we come to green. Keep your eyes up front. 16 of Chris Hennigan. Coming on strong lately. Boy, look at that. Pulling up alongside Jack Sartain on the outside. Sartain on the bottom. Hennigan on the outside. Battling out for second. Oh, Mike scraping the wall. Hennigan gets around Jack Sartain to take over second. Now dives her to the bottom. Jack Sartain's right there. Dykes up into the 4 spot. White flag out. Throw a blanket over the top 4. Dykes in the 14T up into 3rd. And coming to the checkered, Vince Lucas, followed by the 16 of Chris Hennigan. 3rd going to the 14T of Dykes. The 47 of Jack Sartain 4th. And the 5th spot going to Joe Duval, but picking up the win, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause, the 9L, Vince Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, he's got out of the car. Give a round of applause to your USRA Modified A main event winner, going to the 9L, Vince Lucas. One more feature event coming up will be the now 600 Sooner State Dwarf Cars coming up. If you're leaving the racetrack, please have a safe trip home. Don't forget, next Friday night, July 29th, next Friday night, the Don Swope Classic, the Lucas Oil ASCS National Sprint Cars will return to the Creek. Also joining us that next Friday night will be the Sooner late models, factory stocks, and the dwarf cars. So make your plans now to attend this special event next Friday night.
All right, up next, our final event of the evening, race fans, our 20-lap, now 600 Sooner State Dwarf Cars. Lineup for the Dwarf Cars on the front row inside, driving the 76 from Verdigris, Jason Miles. Outside the 71, heat race winner earlier from Collinsville, Danny Pryor. Second row inside, the number 22 from Porham is Justin Fultz. Outside in the 48B from McAllister, Stephen Free. On the third row inside, driving the 33X from Claremore, Waylon Weaver. And outside in the X15 from Glenpool, also a heat race winner, Larry Pence. Fourth row inside, driving the number 12 from Broken Arrow is Roger Moore. Outside in the 00 is Jeff Robertson. Fifth row inside, the 04 from Broken Arrow is Patrick Holt. Outside in the 39 from Glenpool, Rex Johnson. Sixth row inside, driving the number 27 from Mounds is Jeff Pence. Outside in the 63F from Mounds is Brett Fuller. Seventh row inside, the number 49 machine from Claremore is Randy Roper. And outside, the number 18 from Eufaula, Joshua Hunter. Green flag waves. Jason Miles leads him into turn one, followed by Justin Fultz. Larry Pence not making the call in the X15. Hit that tractor tire after winning the heat race. Apparently did some damage to the X15, unable to make the A feature. And the 49 machine of Randy Roper gets restarted. The lineup is good. Caution light is off. Jason Miles and Danny Pryor on the front row. Leading them around. Green flag waves. Pryor currently in second spot, followed by Waylon Weaver and Stephen Free. Justin Fultz runs in fifth spot. Rex Johnson is currently in sixth after starting 10th. Jason Miles in the 76. Stretching his lead a bit over the 71 of Danny Pryor. Third spot, the 33X of Waylon Weaver, followed by the 38B of Stephen Free in fourth position. Laps on the 49 machine. Randy Roper. Currently in 5th position, the 22 is Justin Foltz. Jason Miles, the 76, stretching his lead. Whoa, second place, 71, Danny Pryor loops it and loses. Goes from second to fourth. Now in second spot, 48B, Stephen Free, but caution out for the 04 of Patrick Holt. So we'll go back to the last completed lap. Single file restart. And lucky break for the 71 of Danny Pryor. He spun but kept going, lost some spots, but the caution came out, so he gets his spot back from the last completed lap. It's going to be Jason Miles, Danny Pryor, Waylon Weaver, Stephen Free, Justin Foltz, Rex Johnson, top 6 positions. Rex Johnson followed by the 27 of Jeff Pence, 00 of Jeff Robertson, Eight laps complete, 12 remaining. The lineup is good, caution light is off. Jason Miles in the 76 machine. Leads him around, the green flag waves. Trying to challenge for second spot. But it's still Danny Pryor in second spot, and Jason Miles, their leader, stretching his lead a bit over Pryor. And the 27 of Jeff Pence is by Rex Johnson to take over 6th position. Johnson back to 7th. Caution out. Got the number 18 there going the wrong way in turn 2. Joshua Hunter. "11 laps complete. Single file lineup looks good. Should go green next time around. Jason Miles continues to lead from the very first lap. And the green waves. Jason Miles, Danny Pryor, Waylon Weaver, Justin Stephen Free, Jeff Pence, and Rex Johnson. Jason Miles continues to lead. Danny Pryor in second spot, trying to close the gap. And 5 laps remaining. Jason Miles, Danny Pryor, Waylon Weaver. Foltz just gets her turned around and rolls into the infield. Still green. Jason Miles continues to lead, followed by Danny Pryor, Waylon Weaver, Stephen Free. Jeff Pence in this spot. And 2 laps to go for Jason Miles. White flag waves, 1 lap to go for Jason Miles in the 76 machine. Coming off of turn 4, the checker flag's going to go to Jason Miles, number 76, your winner, followed by the 71, Danny Pryor, 33X, Waylon Weaver, the 48B of Stephen Free, the 27 machine of Jeff Pence, rounding out your top 5.